What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Dare Christmas collab week. We're excited to have you back for day two. And today we're going to be doing something that could be a little controversial between the group. This came up when we were doing our pick'ems in week 14 or 15. And just kind of wanted to revisit the subject now that week 15 is kind of settled. And it's actually about the Chiefs. Are the Chiefs a Super Bowl contender? So I'll leave the floor open to you, E and Des. What do y'all think?
All I'm going to say is I called it, I brought it up, I said it, and I'm right. And it's perfect. The Chiefs are a top tier Super Bowl contender. End of story. What's the record? 11-4, right?
10-4.
10-4. Mm-hmm.
Weren't they 1-4 at one point, right? Or were they 2-4? 1-4,
They're
two,
like 1-3 or something like that.
Yeah, I think they were 1-4.
They're hot right now. They're the hottest team in football right now. They are slaughtering playoff contenders, and I don't see many people getting in their way. I think they should be the heavy favorite for the AFC. Now, I do think the Packers are better than them, but that's a story for another day.
Chiefs have won 7 in a row, so they were 3-4.
They are hot. They are hot right now, and I don't see them slowing down. What other teams in the AFC are going to stop them?
That's what I was about to say. Let's do a game. I'm going to give you every team that still has a chance. So far in the AFC, the Jags, the Texans, and the Jets are eliminated. Yeah. So 13 of the 16 teams in the AFC still have a chance to make the playoffs / go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to play a game. All right. So we're going to put the Chiefs up against whatever team. Would you rather have the Chiefs or the Broncos?
Chiefs.
All right, I think that's pretty easy. Chiefs or Browns?
Chiefs.
Yeah. Chiefs or Dolphins?
Chiefs. Well, Dolphins are hot right now, but they're not that hot. Raiders, Chiefs. It don't matter where it is. You get spanked in the NFL, you get spanked.
I don't think the Raiders are that good, though. The Raiders have given up. The Raiders are one of the coldest teams in the NFL. They could barely beat the practice squad Browns.
That's fair. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Chiefs or Steelers? I think this is where it starts getting interesting. The teams that could actually beat the Chiefs.
I'd say Chiefs still.
Chiefs. Steelers are. I think Steelers.
They're inconsistent. Steelers are inconsistent. They're good one game and then terrible the next game.
Yeah.
I think it's the best word to describe the Steelers. I think they just don't give the ball to Najee enough. I know he had double-digit touches last game, but you need to just feed him because who else are you going to give it to? Claypool's a clown. You're without Juju, so you only have Deontay Johnson and Freiermuth, who is not a top 10 tight end. So you need to feed your first-round pick. It's pretty simple. I think I still take the Chiefs over the Steelers, but I could see the Steelers possibly giving the Chiefs trouble depending on which Steelers team shows up. Yeah, Ravens or Chiefs?
This is a good one in my opinion. The Ravens look good.
Ravens have lost 3 in a row, and the Chiefs have won 7 in a row.
It's the way they lost. Because I think it's 2 straight weeks in a row they lost because of a failed 2-point conversion. So it's really the little stuff. The Ravens are in the game. They lost to the Packers, who are the best team in football record-wise. And they lost because they couldn't convert a 2-point conversion. But they're willing to take the risk. They had a backup quarterback in when they almost beat the Packers. So
that's what I'm saying. The number one team in the NFL almost lost to a team with Huntley as their quarterback.
And Huntley did play great. You got to give him that.
He did. He played stellar, but there's no. He shouldn't have played stellar. If you're Green Bay and you think you have a good defense, you should be shutting that down.
That's the thing. So that's the question: did Green Bay's defense let up, or is Huntley, good? And whether or not he's good or not, it made him look like he was good. And so that's going to help him. He's going to get a nice check this offseason.
Funny. I'm taking Chiefs or Ravens, though, if it came down to it. Playoff game.
Chiefs.
I'm going to say the Ravens. I just think – I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs are that good. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Ravens are just a solid team overall. So I think that they'd just be able to keep up with them and then beat them in the end.
Yeah, I want to take the Ravens. I just like the Ravens. I think that they're pretty gritty. It doesn't matter who they have. And then you have the Bills, who are 8-6 right now.
Bills are so wishy-washy, in my opinion. I think, like the Steelers, if that Bills team that we all expected shows up, the Bills should be running the division, but they're not. And frankly, they're not going to win their division, in my opinion. They have not a tough road to go, but they have to win to win their division, and they're not doing that. And I just don't think that Bills team can go in there against that Chiefs team right now and beat them.
I like the Bills' offense. I think it's really dominant. I just think their defense is just inconsistent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some days they're there, some days they're not. So I don't know. They're kind of like the Steelers in that way, but I think that they're a little bit better than the Steelers. So if they show up, then I think that they are the best team in the AFC. But if they don't show up, then I think that they could either like win the AFC or not even make the playoffs. To be honest, that's the way the Bills are running right now.
I actually would take the Bills over the Chiefs. I like the Bills. I think they got unlucky with their past couple of matchups with the Bucks, Patriots. They clobbered the Saints, and then the Colts. Like the Colts are underrated. I like the Colts. So I'm taking the Bills over the Chiefs. All right, Chargers. We just saw this one, but it was a crazy game. Parham went out. I mean, again, if Jared Cook doesn't drop a pass literally in his hands, they'd have a completely different outcome.
I think the Chargers have a good shot, but at the same time, this Chiefs team, I mean, they played them once, and I think this Chiefs team has more experience and is slightly better. I think it'll give them the edge.
I think the Chargers match really well against the Chiefs. I mean, they played twice this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Chiefs won one, the Chargers won one, so it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
They're always close games. You know, OT was in the last game. Sometimes the Chargers just have trouble scoring every once in a while. Like, they'll go on droughts. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Looking at their last game, they had 0 points in the first and third quarter, but 14 in the second and fourth. So if they can, like, be consistent throughout the entire game, I think that they'll beat the Chiefs. But if they're just, I don't know, if their offense isn't hitting that day, then I think the Chiefs will take them out pretty easily.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. I love the Chargers. That's probably my second team this year, honestly. I've been rooting for them. I love Herbert. Derwin James is a beast. A healthy Derwin James definitely limits Kelsey. However, I just think the Chargers are going to Charger. Like, I love the Chargers. I've watched basically every Charger game this year. They're going to find a way to lose the game. I don't know what it's going to be. There's always if Jared Cook just caught this, if Mike Williams just caught it, there's always an excuse for the Chargers. I don't know what it is. They are a really good team, but they always fall just short. So I think the Chiefs are going to take that one too. So moving on to the Colts, who are 8-6.
They're hot. I'll say that they're hot. But I think they're really riding on Jonathan Taylor. Taylor is good.
Yeah, but how are the Chiefs going to stop Jonathan Taylor? Like their front seven of the Chiefs is not. Chiefs defense has picked it up recently, but the front seven is not very good.
Yeah, I think it all rides on can you stop or not even stop, because I don't think you can stop him at this point. Can you contain
limits? Right.
Taylor? Yeah.
Do you think they're going to bring Tyrann Mathieu down to help with that? And then if so, then you have Pittman who can bust it over the top, or Ty.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have to figure something out. I think bringing down a safety or even putting in a more like nickel type linebacker or something just to limit a run and force Wentz to beat you. I think Chiefs at home, I have no doubt that they win, in my opinion. But away game, I think you could really see a shootout.
I think the Colts are very well put together. But if the Chiefs can contain Jonathan Taylor, I think the Chiefs will wrap that down up pretty quick.
I actually would take the Colts over the Chiefs. I don't think Mahomes is playing extra hot. I mean, there was that fourth down pass to whoever it was where he like threw in the dirt.
Hardman?
Yeah, to Hardman. That was ridiculous. I think Mahomes is playing decent. I love Kenny Moore and I love Xavier Rhodes, I think, is the other corner. I love the secondary for the Colts. So I think the Colts really match up well, especially Darius Leonard on. I know he's kind of an inside linebacker, but Kelsey can't run those over the middle routes. I mean, you saw it with Hunter Henry. he started heating up towards the end of the game because he was running some out routes versus where Leonard was more on the inside. If they can just keep it close, the Colts are going to win. If the Chiefs go out and air it out, and the defense, like the Colts defense is honestly the key part to the Colts Super Bowl run, in my opinion. I know because JT is going to bust at least one. He's going to score at least once. And I think if you just keep giving him opportunities and are able to stay close enough to where you can keep feeding him, then I think the Colts are going to win. So I would take the Colts over the Chiefs. All right, Bengals 8-6. I think this is pretty easy.
No,
I agree. I don't think the Bengals will make. They might make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going very far if they do.
No.
I think they have 3 players with Mixon, Chase, and Burrow, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Their defense isn't very good. Their offense is, with those guys, if those guys are hot, their offense is good, but I don't see it. I don't really see it. So I definitely got Chiefs over Bengals.
All right. And then you have the Titans versus the Chiefs. Titans probably are going to get Derrick Henry back by this point in the season.
I think you're getting a good game. I think you're getting a real good game. If Henry comes back full health, as much as I want to be like, oh, Chiefs are this top tier contender, I mean, the Titans, they were hot. They lost Derrick Henry, and they're still good without him. So I think the Titans stand a good chance. I mean, if Henry's hot like he was beginning of the season, it's hard to stop that with that Chiefs defense. So it's probably going to be a shootout unless Titans defense can stand up.
I think I don't know. I can see it being either way. I think I take the Chiefs. I don't really like the Titans. And I don't see the Titans going to the Super Bowl. I don't know that. I think they could. I don't see it. I just can't envision the Titans. I think they have enough pieces. I just don't think that they're going to make it. I don't know what it is, but I just think the Chiefs would win that game.
What y'all laughing at?
Why are you making me call on you every time?
Spaced out.
I'm thinking, bro. Chill.
So spaced out. We just look over like, all right, is he gonna speak?
Tired, bro. I don't like the Titans. Like, we from Tennessee. I do not fuck with the Titans at all. So if Derrick Henry's 100%, I like Titans. If he's not, even if he's like 80%, they're like limiting his snaps, I don't like the Titans. I think I go Chiefs.
And then lastly, we have the Patriots at 9-5 in the AFC. I already know I'm taking Patriots.
I think Chiefs.
Okay.
Chiefs win one in a tight game.
Well, if you asked me last week, I would have said Patriots, but I was not impressed with the Patriots this past week against the Colts. I'm going to go Patriots, but Mac Jones has really got to get it going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of those passes were just terrible. You know what I mean? Like some of his interceptions, stuff like that. So I think that if he plays good, doesn't have too many turnovers, I think that the Patriots are going to take it because their defense is too solid. They'll shut down the Chiefs. But if Mac Jones is just throwing interceptions, and turning the ball over like he was in that last game, I can see the Chiefs getting the ball and the Patriots defense just getting tired and the Chiefs just wearing them down. So I'm going to go Patriots on the basis that Mac Jones doesn't turn the ball over a lot.
The thing with the Chiefs is their defense has played pretty well. They've had a touchdown in like 2 of the last 4 games or something like that. So I think the defense has kind of stepped it up, and that's led to more opportunities for Mahomes and co. But I really don't think the Chiefs are an elite offense right now. But I think all 3 of us are picking these games like in playoffs, seeing the Chiefs as an elite offense.
Yeah, I think, and that's who I think they're going to show up to play.
I think they kind of just got a pretty lucky break, honestly, with how the AFC is. I think the AFC is deep in competition. I think a lot of it's because all the AFC teams are relatively close. I think if we went over and did the NFC teams, you're talking about Packers, Cowboys, Bucks, Cardinals, Rams. I mean, I could see any of those teams handily beating the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So
there's a big separation. in the NFC between top 5 and everyone else.
Right. And I think the AFC, it's all pretty similar.
Yeah.
So if you're considering Kansas City gets together and has their elite offense, then I think the Chiefs definitely could walk right into representing the AFC. Do you see the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl this year?
No. No, I see them making it.
I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs. I haven't really been impressed with the Chiefs. So the fact that they're the 1 seed in the AFC and now everyone is automatically like, oh, the Chiefs are amazing. And I mean, to be fair, we did take the Chiefs over a lot of these AFC teams, but that's why I wanted to put this part in the videos, because if the Chiefs win the division, I would take Packers. I mean, we don't take Dallas, but I think Dallas is better than the Chiefs. Bucks, Cardinals, Rams. And then, I mean, you're talking about Chiefs 49ers. That would be a close game. Just to kind of preface, while it may seem like we took the Chiefs over a lot of these AFC teams, I think that's just kind of the state of the AFC. All right. I think that's going to do it here today. Let us know below if you think the Chiefs are going to, 1, make the Super Bowl, and 2, are they going to win it? That's what we want to know. It's one thing to make it. It's another to win. So I think the general consensus here is they might make it. They might. I can see a lot of AFC teams making it, but they're not going to win it unless they face a 49ers team or someone unexpected from the NFC. So
yeah.
With that being said, we will see you in the next video. It's a mystery upload, so be on the lookout for that. And to be honest with you, we don't even know what we're going to upload. So have fun. See y'all.
Cold as balls out here.